we are going to present to you the situation that we find ourselves in Lake Bluff currently. So grab your gear, stay together, watch your step, follow me. Prepared a short video to acquaint you with the crisis that we find ourselves in Lake Bluff. Please pay very close attention. Your life may depend on it. Dr. Russell.
Hi, we're the Bluffer Brothers. I'm Matt. This is my brother Russ. We are the writers and producers of the hit Netflix show Stranger Things.
Even though our show had 50 billion viewers, you good people may not know anything about Stranger Things.
You're right. So I'll provide a quick summary. Stranger Things is set in the fictional rural town of Hawkins, Indiana during the 1980s. The nearby Hawkins National Laboratory performs scientific research for the United States Department of Energy, but secretly does experiments into the paranormal and supernatural, including those that involve human test subjects. Inadvertently, Hawkins Labs creates a portal to an alternate dimension called the Upside Down. The Upside Down starts to affect the unknowing residents of Hawkins in calamitous ways.
This portal is a fiery opening to the upside down world where strange creatures live.
Our show is beloved by young and old and includes lots of references to the pop culture and music of the 1980s.
And as crazy as this show sounds, it made us both filthy rich. I'm talking Lake Forest rich.
Well, we're here tonight to tell you that Hawkins, Indiana isn't just any old fictional town. It's based on our hometown, your hometown, Lake Bluff, Illinois. You see, when we were growing up in Lake Bluff in the 1980s, the really did happen. Now picture an idyllic small village in the 1980s, before the brewery, before block parties, which was a ghost town after 5 p.m.
Lake Bluff.
A place where nobody would ever come to shop or dine.
Lake Bluff.
A place where kids could ride their bikes long into the night.
Lake Bluff.
A place with a 3-man police force.
Duh, Lake Bluff.
So, now that you know that our show is based on reality, we're here to tell you that the Upside Down is real too. In our show, Abbott Labs became Hawkins Lab. And the military, conveniently located in North Chicago at Great Lakes Naval Base. The difference between our show and reality is that in real life, these organizations have been working hard to keep Lake Bluff safe. In the 1980s, the village did discover a gate just about 100 feet from where you're sitting now. They had to work hard to build a structure to conceal this gate beneath. So they decided to build something that nobody would ever visit. Something that villagers would walk by daily and not even notice.
The Lake Bluff History Museum.
Exactly. And we're gonna need your help tonight because gates have started opening all over town. They've been multiplying left and right. We don't know exactly why this is happening, but we think it might have something to do with the pandemic shutdown. Lack of human activity caused these creatures to breed and grow.
In a moment, you will be greeted by an Abbott Labs technician who will bring you to a secret location to receive further instruction.
Good luck. And remember, friends don't lie.
Thank you. Your lab technician will greet you. All right, folks, you'll come with me. I'll be your guide tonight. And remember, you can trust me. I'm a scientist. Sorry, Jen. I'm old. Okay, thank you all for coming tonight. We have a serious discussion tonight about things that are happening in this village. I'm Kathy O'Hara, I'm president of the Lake Bluff History Museum. This is Regis Charlot, who's president of the village of Lake Bluff. We're glad that you're here tonight to discuss the situation and how you can help save Lake Bluff and America.
When I took office as the new village president, I was provided a top secret report involving our village, Abbott Labs and the military. And that report was all about a cover-up, including a cover-up for the safety of our village and our residents.
Some of you may remember that a very early president of Lake Bluff was Elmer Valit. He was chairman of the board of Abbott Laboratories, and he also was our first village historian, and you did remember his lines. What happened was, in the 1980s, Abbott Laboratories conducted an experiment, and it went really wrong, and it opened some kind of a portal that up to a different dimension.
What was a minor disturbance grew during the pandemic. We had to call the military from Great Lakes to help us deal with the accident.
People for the last 100 years have disappeared in Lake Bluff. Many of them pretty recently, probably moved to Florida. As a result of this, we actually got a kind of a message from the Lake Bluff Police Department, an alert of what's been happening downtown at Lake Bluff.
We're being told that our police department has the situation under control.
They always say that. Recently, a mysterious box from Russia came to the village of Lake Bluff. The bomb squad from Great Lakes was called in. They looked at it, said it's okay, so it's now down here in this bunker.
Sensing our trouble, a very special guest, who was with us, by the way, in 1951, is with us tonight in Lake Bluff. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome General Douglas MacArthur.
Sergeant, has the room been secured?
Yes, sir.
It's good to be back in Lake Bluff. When I heard what you were dealing with, I knew you needed my kind of leadership. Lake Bluff was voted the most patriotic town in America during World War I when you sent a Red Cross vehicle to the front. Tonight, you will prove once again that you are winners and fighters. I know that together we can defeat this enemy, and I am proud to lead you into battle. Are you ready?
Yes.
That's the spirit. Mysterious forces emanating from an experiment gone wrong 40 years ago are now threatening your way of life. To brief you on the situation is the former head of product development for Abbott Labs and the man who invented the truth serum still used by our military today, Dr. Taborn.
A little help here, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant.
Oh, it's really bright in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Dr. Taborn. His truth serum has proven invaluable, for as we know, the truth is very hard to come by these days.
It's good to be back in Lake Bluff. Hello, everybody. Could you scratch my nose, please?
We had to use special secret forces to obtain Dr. Taborn's release from a Siberian gulag to be with us here this evening. He's only just arrived.
Oh, thank you.
Any problems along the way?
Well, I'm heading the box on a table in the basement. Well, let's go back a little bit first. We at Abbott Labs were not actually trying to develop a truth serum.
Not trying to develop a truth serum?
No, we were trying to create the perfect Lake Bluff dog. I called my invention the Doodle Dog.
The Doodle Dog, Doctor.
Yes, but some members of my team objected to the name Doodle Dog.
Objected, Doctor?
Yes, my assistant, Dr. Modine, wanted to call it 11 and give it powers of telepathy.
Telepathy, Dr. Taborn.
I told him that 11 was a stupid name for a dog.
I see.
One dark and stormy night when the lab was closed, Dr. Modine broke in and tampered with my formula.
Tampered.
Yes, He added tadpole DNA.
How evil!
So, my noble experiment to create the perfect Lake Bluff dog morphed into another creature, the demopole. But demopoles, as they grow, shed their skins, become demo dogs. Not the cute doodle dogs I had hoped for, but slimy creatures who were always hungry. Then, another dark and stormy night, one of the demo dogs escaped and ate all the cats in Lake Bluff. Well, we tried to keep everything quiet, but as everyone knows, you can't keep a secret in Lake Bluff.
Oh no.
The missing cat story was picked up by the Chicago Tribune.
And of course the Russians read the Trib.
Yeah, they wanted demo dogs as secret weapons to unleash on an unsuspecting world. Then, on yet another dark and stormy night, one of the demo dogs and I were kidnapped by the Russians and whisked off to a secret gulag in Siberia.
Gulag!
Yes, a gulag. The remaining demo dogs grew into a more horrid creature in their final adult stage, the Demogorgons, who opened up the upside-down world, creating the upside-down village.
The military had to step in to secure the area as best we could. So we built the Lake Bluff Museum. That helped keep a lid on the upside-down world for a time.
Yes, but these creatures operate as a colony of bees, communicating with each other to make Lake Bluff ground zero for their world domination.
And even now, their evil plan is in motion.
Yes, during my principal efforts to escape the gulag and save Lake Bluff, the Demodog with me grew into a giant Demogorgon. Determined to prevent me from returning, he ate me. Fortunately, he gagged on my hair and spat my head out. HB scientists kept it alive to tap into my enormous brain. And then, one really, really dark and stormy night, with the aid of a back scratcher, a D-cell battery, and a crushed Coke can, I escaped.
This is the enemy, Bluffers. These evil creatures, part dog DNA, part tadpole DNA, plan to rise up and take control of this village and eventually the world.
The pleasant village of Lake Bluff is the unsuspecting cover for their underground operation.
Your mission, Bluffers, is to go out and close all of the openings to the upside-down world. These powerful lights you're wearing will provide protection and enable you to focus the power of your mind and will. Just follow your undead scientist lab assistant.
It was a bad day at the lab.
They are trained in wormhole navigation. Bluffers, you must close all remaining openings so that there is only one remaining gate.
Remember, you have to learn to work as a team.
When you see an opening to be upside down, focus your collective minds to close that portal. Let's practice.
Turn around and take a look.
Let's practice. Focus.
Yeah.
Well done, soldiers. Once all the portals are closed, the Demogorgons will be trapped forever in the upside down. Sergeant.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Goodbye and good luck!
Duty, honor, country. These three hallowed words reverently describe what you ought to be, what you can be, and what you will be. Remember, stay together, you are a team. Be brave and go forth. Lake Bluff, America, and the world depend upon you.
Save our village!
Stay together. Stragglers might be lost to the Demogorgons. Go through, but pay no attention to what's going on. There's a kind of a secret mind control experiment going on, but pay no mind. We call it the Rainbow Lab. Ooh. Come on in, please. We have entered a portal to 1986. A horrible custom existed during that time that would keep young students of Lake Bluff awake all night, tossing and turning with fear, dread, and anxiety.
Martin, you told me this would work. All I see is a frustrated, traumatized child who thinks she's going to flunk out of Lake Bluff Junior High.
Dr. Owen, 11 has too many things on her plate. She's a cheerleader, she has the lead in the school play, and she's always missing history class because she has mysterious nosebleeds and she's at the nurses. 11, the truth is you are regressing. You skipped 3 grades because everything comes so easy to you. So now I need you to concentrate. I need you to use your powers to pass this important test. The Know Your Lake Bluff History Test. Look at me, 11. We've had you stay after school. We've spent money on expensive tutors. We've given the District 65 administration and staff very expensive gifts. Yet, to no avail, you continue to fail the Know Your Lake Bluff History Test.
If you don't pass this mandatory history test, you don't graduate. Every kid needs to pass this test in order to go to high school.
Can't you just send me away to some East Coast boarding school where they don't require taking this test?
What do you think, money grows on trees? It's 1986, not 2022.
Dr. Owens, everyone here takes advantage of the public education system because of the taxes that we pay.
Amen.
11, you're going to want to join Lake Forest students and go to Lake Forest High School. You will want to become one of them. You will want to shop at Market Square where they have real stores. You must pass this test so that you can graduate from being a bobcat to a scout.
Can't you see 11 is upset? That woman who teaches in that institution is really tough on them, I'll tell you. She's the worst.
Sam, let me handle this. We'll try one last desperate measure. 11, in the room next to us, we have a flotation tank, a sensory deprivation tank, where you can float and your anxiety can leave you. You can float and let these memories come to the surface. I need you to relax and try to do this. Unlock all of these memories.
Can't we just do this at the Park District pool or beach?
No. Since 1972, when the pool was made, we all know that parents just use this as a drop-off zone. There's campers screaming and lap swimmers. No, and the beach, you can't float at the beach. It's filled with dead fish and dogs run unleashed. You could get knocked over by a Labrador Retriever running after driftwood. Maybe someday the village will recognize the need for these special mammals to have their own beach. But until then, Elle, I need you to try this one last time. I need you to try the flotation tank. I need you to do this. Eleven, I know you can hear us. I want you to relax. The calming minerals, the warm waters, I want your anxiety to float away.
John and Catherine Close first came here to settle in 1836. They were from Germany and soon were followed by numerous Irish immigrants attracted by the cheap land prices. After the Civil War, a group of Methodist ministers and businessmen founded the Lake Bluff Camp Meeting Association. In 1895, after heated disputes between the summer and year-round residents, Lake Bluff was incorporated as a village. In 1951, General Douglas MacArthur, much to his surprise, was forced to make a stop by local residents and lay a wreath at our war memorial. In 1894, 6 orphans off the streets of Chicago were brought here by the Methodist deaconesses, who then began what became known as the Lake Bluff Children's Home. In October of 1928, Elfrida Knack, severely burned, was found in the basement of our Lake Bluff Village Hall, which still is one of the most famous unsolved mysteries in America.
I know everything now.
Worked.
You did it, 11?
11. When was Lake Bluff incorporated as a village?
1895.
And why were the first homes built in Lake Bluff?
Tiny little itty-bitty cottages built by devout Methodists, which will one day be replaced by very large $1 million houses. People will decorate these houses to entertain 20,000 people every 4th of July parade.
And what is Lake Bluff particularly known for?
The village will spend a great deal of time, money, and energy celebrating its birthday in 1995, and in 2008, and in 2014, and in 2018, and in 2022.
It seems like these relaxing flotation sessions have unlocked other powers, and now you can see the future. Is there any time that you see Lake Bluff being in any danger?
In 2019, there will be a great flu virus called COVID. That will keep families trapped inside of their homes for nearly a year. But in the year 2022, a gate will open, allowing creatures from another dimension to enter the village. These creatures will roam free throughout the village, looking for unattended children, running wildly over the village green, on the gazebo, on the war memorial, mad, crazy, out of control.
11, this sounds like a typical Bluffinius Sunday.
What can we do about it?
We give everybody powerful lightsaber necklaces to close the gates. Now with me, doctors
11, I
from
need
the
you to show
flotation
the way.
Thanks.
Well, it's time for us to move on, and let's go through out both doors and then follow me down the sidewalk. Okay, let's file on in. Good evening, officer.
When death and all its angels catch you, you cry out, will you cry out?
All right, as you can tell, disease spreads quickly. Before vaccines and penicillin, and even hospitals, no one really understood how diseases spread. Being exposed to someone who was sick could risk the lives of the whole community. Those who became sick were sent to places called pest houses. Most were built on the outskirts of town and had a cemetery right out back so they could quickly dispose of the bodies. Every town had a pest house, even Lake Forest. The local police were on guard to ensure that patients could not escape and thus spread infection. Everyone knew that a trip to the pest house was often a one-way journey. Let's watch.
All right, Lake Bluff PD coming through. Guys, this is the pest house, so only contagious people and doctors are allowed in. If you go inside, you might not come out.
Well, Henry, here we are, the corner of Rockland and Garfield Road.
Oh, God.
It's the end of the line.
The pest house, it is the end. Oh, no.
Henry and Ruth, I'm so glad to see you here. Ruth, what are his symptoms?
Oh, Dr. Ward, he's been having a high fever and it's very, very strange rash. Show him, Henry.
No,
Show him the rash.
I get it.
Go
I
ahead.
get it. I get
Right
it.
there.
I get it. I get it. It's quite a rash. Let me ask you this. Stick out your tongue, Henry. Stick out your tongue. Ooh, yeah. You know what? I think I think it's smallpox, but has there been any vomiting?
Just a little. Well, maybe a little more than I said. And doctor, we got young children at home, and I've heard that you're supposed to isolate the sick.
Well, as you know, Ruth, this disease spreads like wildfire across an entire community. You did the right thing by bringing him here.
Thank you, doctor. And I remember when this was East School, the old one-room schoolhouse on the corner of East Sheridan Place, and now it's more like a prison for my husband, Henry.
Fred! Get back in there!
But Doc, I gotta get out of here. My family needs me at home. And by the way, I'm perfectly fine.
Fred, get back in there. Take your hand. Get back inside there. Look, Fred, get back in there. Right now. Henry, you need to stay here, and Ruth, you should be wearing a mask. In fact, y'all should be wearing a mask. Do you know how contagious this is? I mean, the PDA is a lot. This is 1910. Do you know how contagious this is? The only treatment that we have, we don't have medications. The only treatment we have is to let nature take its course. The lucky ones get to go home, but the unlucky ones, do you know where they go? To the cemetery out back. Here, take one more mask. These are N95 masks. Henry, the only way to protect Ruth and your young ones is to stay here and isolate.
Isolate? All right, well, I love you, Henry, but stay over there, and doctor, I'll just thank you for taking care of him, and I think I'll just bring some food sometimes and maybe a little firewood.
Much
for the
appreciated.
fire.
Much appreciated. Just leave the supplies over there. See, as you can tell, I've already had smallpox.
Yes, I can
So I have
see,
natural immunity. He will be contagious for about 3 months until that scab on his face falls off. Anything like clothing and blankets that he touched, we're gonna have to burn out back, and you might as well do the same thing at home.
Thank you, doctor.
Before you go, Ruth, take one of these signs for your front door. Take one of those signs right there and put that on your front door so that your neighbors know that someone at home has been sick.
Thank you, doctor. What else can I do?
Well, let's ask the good people of Lake Bluff. Do any of you have a blanket to spare for the pest house?
We have a lot of blankets at home. Yeah.
Okay, we need some, and we need a cup of water or some food. See, look, here's Walter from Crabtree Farms.
Doc, I'm not feeling well. They sent me here. It seems like, but I've got a question for you. It seems like everybody in town, when they get sick, they send us to the pest house until we feel better, or we don't. And everyone that checks in, they don't necessarily check out. And you know that cemetery? You see the cemetery back there? Yeah, it's getting mighty full.
It's sadly true, Walter. Our gravedigger, unfortunately, has had a very good year. Fred? Back inside the pest house!
Yes, Doc! I feel fine. I'm not sick. I just want to go home.
Dr. Ward, we got one here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's in rough shape, man.
Oh my
Found him back by the train depot.
All right, let me take a look. Let me take a look.
I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Oh, let me take a look. Oh, hobo. We have a similar hairline, but let me take a look. Oh, you know what? He's in bad shape. He's in
I think we're gonna leave him with you, Doc.
All right, we'll take care of him.
Doesn't it make more sense for me to stay at home on the farm and work remotely? You know, keep milking the cows, get the harvest in, stay with the family. You know, I call it remote rural working.
Remote rural working. God, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, Walter. I mean, it's almost as ridiculous as that doctor in the city that's willfully infecting people with cowpox just to create a natural immunity. It's absurd.
It's not so absurd, Officer Day. We're learning about these new infections every single day.
How about herd immunity? I've read that if we all get it, then we all get immunity.
Did you say monkeypox?
No.
Did they say monkeypox?
He said cowpox, Fred. Officer Day, this doctor you've heard about claims this causes a milder infection, that patients have immune. You know what, Fred? Get back inside.
That doc's a quack, spreading misinformation to the masses, making money off of their fears. What an absurd idea! What an absurd idea! The only way to stop the spreading of disease if we just all go home.
First, we must isolate the sick and let nature take its course. It's worked for hundreds of. You know what, Officer Day? Can you please help me with this?
Couldn't we just go to the brewery instead? I hear there's a great brewery around
Wait
here.
a minute. A brewery? Wait, a brewery in Lake Bluff? That is an absurd. With all these Methodists around, that is an absurd idea. We all just get back inside. Come on, go.
Henry, where are you? I've got some food and a blanket. Here you go, my darling. There you are. Oh, stay
We're
warm,
hungry
stay
too.
warm.
Do you have cows? He's got cows. I like cows. Do your cows have cowpox too?
Get inside. Go.
Probably all got it by now.
Oh, poor cows. We're hungry too.
Fred, shut up and go inside.
Experiments began in the 1800s of infecting people with cowpox on purpose in open wounds. This worked successfully, but it took a great deal of time to convince the public that the procedure was safe. Due to folkloric beliefs and rumors stating that those vaccinated with cowpox might grow hooves and horns. Well, things sure changed, but they sure stay the same, and those people didn't even have Facebook. Let's move on. Thank you all.
Thank you.
We have entered into the year 1887. Lake Bluff was booming as a summer resort for devout Methodists, which swelled the numbers to over 5,000 people in the summer months. Many guests took steam engine from Chicago to Lake Bluff. There was an electric railway with a trolley line that was built on East Sheridan Place, where the current Lake Bluff Middle School now stands. It transported guests 4 blocks east to Moffett Road Bridge. The guests were then within walking distance to the Camp Meeting Association. Here, patrons would spend weeks listening to guest ministers from around the nation preach the virtue of Christian faith. In a hot, non-ventilated wooden structure called the Tabernacle, there were 3,000 people that could attend. But directly across the street lurked a threatening new danger: the construction of a new 5-story hotel. The Hotel Irving could be host to over 500 guests in 1887. To the Methodists, this was a brand new enemy. Fun. Yes. Dancing, billiard, bowling, even laughing, and worst of all, some consumed Satan's very cup, the demon rum alcohol. Let's listen in.
Lake Bluff Camp Meeting Grounds, next station stop. This new spur line trolley sure makes things easier.
A lot better than dragging our bags a half mile by hand the way we did for the last 5 years.
It's progress, I tell you.
Margaret, are you going to be all right wearing so little?
It's 96 degrees today.
No, Rose, I have on 3 layers.
But no one can be too modest in the eyes of our Lord.
Amen.
Amen.
I hear they're finishing construction this week on that brand new hotel across from the tabernacle.
They're calling it the Hotel Irving.
Solomon Thatcher and our Methodist ministers will soon put a stop to that.
And they'll put an end to it.
What's the matter with building a hotel?
It's a fancy place.
It's prideful.
It's a disgrace.
Yes.
Running water.
Indoor plumbing.
Soft feather beds.
With fancy pillows.
And fancy people.
Sounds pretty nice to me.
No, sir. Running water with indoor plumbing is no way to experience the Lord. Lake Bluff is God's leafy green temple. The only way to feel God's true spirit within you is to sleep on the rock-hard ground that He created and intended us to sleep on.
Solomon Thatcher has given us canvas tents.
That's good enough for me.
None of those fancy frills like mosquito netting.
That's good enough for me.
Ah, the sweet hum of our Lord's tiniest creatures will sing you to sleep every night.
Right in your ear.
All night long. That's good enough for me.
Those playful bites of the mosquitoes at night remind us all, as they itch and fester the next morning during meeting, that we are here to give thanks to our Lord for all of His creatures, great and small.
Amen.
Amen.
Lake Bluff Camp Meeting Grounds. Next station stop. All aboard. Pray for the children. Pray for the creatures.
Pray for the clergy. Pray for our preachers.
Pray for the heathens and the pagans and the sinners.
Look, what do you pray? What do you pray? What do you pray?
Where'd you get it?
What do you pray?
You can preach, you can preach, you can sin, you can preach, you can sin, 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 you can preach, you can preach.
You can preach, 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 sin, sin, sin.
You can preach all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You just gotta know your passages.
Why, it's the Hotel Irving that's made all the trouble, made the people want to go, want to spend, want to get up and spend $7, $8, $9, $10, $12, $14, $22, $23 for a pretty hat.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You just gotta know your passages.
Who's gonna rapturize a little bitty soul as a goal anymore?
What do you pray? What do you pray? What do you pray?
Gone with the prayer books, hymnals, Bibles, gone with their 7-hour day-long revivals. When the hotel guests all come round here, there'll be billiards, there'll be dancing, there'll be all kinds of beer.
What do you preach? What do you preach?
What do you pray?
What do you preach?
Gone, gone.
Ever hear of a hotel manager, Irving Pierce?
Pierce?
Pierce.
Pierce?
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 No!
Read a psalm, read a psalm, read a psalm.
He's a hotel man.
He's a what?
He's a what?
He's a hotel man, runs the Irving Hotel, and he'll turn our paradise into hell.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
He rents fancy rooms to the people of the town where they play all night and frolic all around. They'll be dancing, they'll be drinking, they'll be laughing if you please, staying up late past 8:30.
8:30?
8:30?
That sounds incredibly dirty.
If that hotel becomes a big success, our Lord's word will soon digress, and more hotels you'll begin to see will lead to more controversy.
Controversy?
And yes, and pretty soon a big bunch of Airbnbs.
Airbnbs?
Airbnbs, as far as one can see.
No, there won't. No, there won't. You just gotta follow your passages.
Work trucks parking up and down our streets, transforming cottages to $1 million suites.
Mothers riding kids in SUVs, on their cell phone, posting selfies. The worship a hairy pagan god. God spelled backwards is dog, you know.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. God spelled backwards is dog, you you know, they'll be walking their dogs all aglow. Dogs walking here, dogs walking there.
Those hairy varmints will be everywhere. They'll paint dog statues with colorful designs. They'll swim at our beach. They'll be in our signs. But that's not all. It gets even worse. Yoga pants behind every purse. Yoga pants! Yoga pants! Yoga pants! The ladies will show their curves and buzz to the delight and joy of everyone.
I think I like this new Lake Bluff.
Dogs on the bluff will become someday the new religion, I'm sorry to say.
Dog God. Dog God.
He doesn't know his passages.
Station step, Lake Bluff Methodist Camp Heating Grounds. Ladies and gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'm gonna like this new Lake Bluff. Sir, I didn't catch your name. And I didn't pitch it. Now if you'll excuse me, y'all, I've got some rooms to rent.
Wait, I want a room. Wait for me. Wait for me.
Well, eventually, the Methodists did learn how to have a good time. Thank you, Methodists. Let's give them a hand. Time for us to move on again. What? Well, I think we have a couple of hams at the butcher shop here. Okay, here we are at the oldest store in Lake Bluff. It was built in 1902. Originally, a butcher shop called Rosenthal and Helming, where sausages were made to feed the local Methodists. We're not sure what was in those sausages, but there were stories of local pets mysteriously disappearing. And by the way, did you hear about the butcher who backed into his grinder? He got a little behind in his work.
Come closer, please. Especially the children. I don't see children. Children. Once there was a butcher. His name was Johnny Verbeck. He made his living here, selling sausages in speck. He made the finest sausages that ever had been seen until he invented his sausage machine.
Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen. They've all been ground to sausages in Johnny Verbeck's machine. One day a boy came walking in the store. He bought a pound of sausages and laid them on the floor. He then began to whistle. He whistled up a tune, and all the little sausages went dancing round the room.
Oh, Johnny Verbeck, how could you be so mean? We told you you'd be sorry for inventing that machine. Now poodle dogs and pussycats shall never more be seen.
They've all been ground to sausages in Johnny Verbeck's machine.
One day a girl came running in, chased by something mean. A vicious thing, not dog, not shrub, but something in between. She hid behind the grinder, hoping he was gone, but it crawled inside the machine to find her. Then Johnny turned it on. Oh, Johnny Verbeck, how could you be so mean? We told you you'd be sorry for inventing that machine. Now doodle dogs and pussycats shall never more be seen. They've all been ground to sausages in Johnny Verbeck's machine. But soon his patrons raised a stink. These sausages smell odd. We cook them like we always do, but they taste like weeks old cod. Johnny swore, now I take pride in the meat. How the meat is ground, the fault is yours. You must have fried my sausage upside down. Oh, Johnny Verbeck, how could you be so mean? We told you you'd be sorry for inventing that machine. Now doodle dogs and pussycats shall never more be seen. They've all been ground to sausages in Johnny Verbeck's machine.
One day, the thing got busted. the darn thing wouldn't go. So Johnny Quebec climbed inside to see what made it so. His wife was having a nightmare. She came walking in her sleep. She gave the crank a heck of a yank, and Johnny Verbeck was meat. Oh, Johnny Verbeck, how could you be so mean? We told you you'd be gone for inventing that machine. Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen. They'll all be ground to sausages in Johnny Verbeck's machine. Now the kids over here.
Don't forget to eat your supper. All of it. All of it.
Well, there certainly is a lot of protein in those sausages. No wonder those Methodists were so robust. Let's move along. We gotta make our way. You might have to elbow your way through the crowd here.
And it's all about, it's a bunch of nephews singing.
All right, come along. We're gonna assemble in the room. We'll go inside the room. Watch your step here. This. Crabtree Farms, in the early part of the 20th century, was the home of Grace and Scott Durand. Grace was a well-known socialite. She's a farmer and bovine expert and had served as president of the women's temperance movement, which brought about prohibition. As a member of the spiritualist movement, she often communed with spirits under the guise of her book club meetings. Meanwhile, Scott Durand, her husband, was an international sugar broker who had recently been indicted by the federal government along with Al Capone. Quiet now. It looks like the ladies have something to say.
Madam Babushka.
Ah, yes.
We are fortunate to have you, an esteemed medium, as our guest at our humble Crabtree Farm here in Lake Bluff.
Oh, my dear Grace Durand, it is my honor to finally meet with the former president of the Women's Temperance Union in person and her book club this evening.
The honor is ours. May I introduce Ginevra King?
Hello, Madam Babushka. I am so honored to meet you.
I know.
And Edith?
How do you do?
Rockefeller McCormick?
Oh, well, my dear, it is a great pleasure to meet you.
Well, Madam Babushka, I am such a believer in reincarnation. Are you?
I am now.
Our book club is part of the spiritualist movement. We commune with people from the other side, like Julius Caesar, Cleopatra, and Abraham Lincoln.
Wonderful for you. Yes, I have been speaking with the spirit world since I was a child. I have spoken with so many spirits from the other world that I couldn't even begin to count. But, dear Grace, I hate to bring up sensitive subject, but I was surprised to read about your husband, Scott, in the Chicago Tribune. Is it true? He is under federal indictment with federal government with possible ties to Al Capone.
Well, that is one of the reasons why I brought you here this evening. My nerves are frazzled, and I need some of the medicine that Scotty makes to calm me down. It has helped ever so much.
All right. May I have some more of your medicine? It's so much better than tea.
Oh, and it's so warm and so delicious.
So calming and yet so freeing.
Certainly. Scott said there's more where this came from. Scotty, darling.
Well, good evening, ladies. How was everybody tonight? It's so nice to see everybody gathered here.
Oh, we're just wonderful. And Scotty, I'd love you to meet our esteemed guest, Madame Babushka, the famed medium.
Well, I'm very pleased to meet you.
Charms.
Yes.
And Scott, do you think you'd be able to give some of the medicine to our guests?
Well, Grace, we were going to keep that a little secret. We weren't going to talk about the medicine so much.
I know it. You make it yourself.
Well, it is an old family recipe. You take sugar, yeast, water, boil them together, put all of that into an oak barrel and let it age for a while, and voila, you have medicine.
Oh, nice.
Did I tell you that I am the largest sugar broker in the United States?
No, well, sir, it is indeed a privilege.
Good. Let me just go and get another bottle of that medicine.
I would like the name of the medicine from my stock in my estate.
Madame Babushka.
Yes.
We were hoping that tonight you could help us see into the future so that we might know what is to become of us. For instance, will Scotty be going to jail?
Oh, it's the talk of the town.
It is most disturbing, I know. So I will do my very best for you. Afterwards, we discuss my fee. Now, it's time. Everybody to the table. Yeah. Sit. And everyone, hold hands. Oh, you, people watching us out there, you could hold the hands too if you help us bring in the spirit world. Thank you. Spirits of the evening, will you visit us tonight?
Some more of that.
To our spirit guides, we bring you gifts from life to death. Commune with us, spirits. Now, everyone breathe together, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in like I told you. Are you breathing? Yeah. And out. And in.
You're all in danger.
Ah! Holy cats, did it actually work?
Yeah, it worked. What do you think?
Spirit, what is your name?
Elfrida Kanak.
Who?
Elfrida Kanak.
Who?
Oh, for goodness sake. I am Elfrida Kanak, a woman who perished from terrible injuries in the basement of the village hall.
Elfrida Kanak! Dear Elfrida Kanak! But what are these dangers that you speak of?
I see a pandemic of disease.
Will Scotty go to jail?
In Lake Bluff, from the earth an evil grows. Strange dogs appear on pedestals. Tunnels, vines, everything is upside down. Mothers wear yoga pants and speak into little black boxes while driving big black automobiles in the future.
But will Scotty go to prison?
Monsters will come!
I am feeling a great disturbance. Something in the present coming closer and closer.
Well, what do we have here? Some beautiful Lake Bluff ladies.
Oh, who are you, sir? And what are you doing in my house?
I am Alphonse Capone. You could call me Big Al, or the Big Guy. These gentlemen with me, they're part of my club. I call them the Outfit. We're kind of like the Owensia Club, but we got more money.
Really? You're a member of the Enwencia Club?
Sure, we are.
How much money are we talking about exactly?
Don't worry about that. We're looking for Scott. You see him?
Oh, he went to get some more medicine.
Get out, Mr. Capone. You and your kind do not belong here.
I'm not sure that's what your husband or your friends think, right, ladies?
Oh, Mr. Capone, you are naughty.
I am pretty naughty. The feds are after me for tax evasion. You know that Elliot Ness guy? He's such a...
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Hey there, what's your name, sweetheart?
Well, my friends call me Edith Rockefeller McCormick.
How about you, precious?
Do you have a pet name?
My friends call me Daisy. I was very close to F. Scott Fitzgerald. He named his character Daisy after me in his book.
No.
The Great Gatsby.
Sorry.
No.
You may call me Daisy.
Well, hello, Daisy. Does she love us or does she not?
Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, Scott! Good to see you. You know, I came up to this Crabtree Farm place, had a little chat with my favorite business partner.
Business partner? I wouldn't call it a business partnership. It's more like extortion. Because of you, I may end up going to prison.
Oh, Scotty! Don't worry about the feds, we got them covered. They've been after me for years. They still haven't caught me. But you know what? I find it really interesting. You see, ladies, when I sell liquor, they call it bootlegging. But when Scott Durant serves liquor on the North Shore, it's called hospitality.
That is not alcohol, that is medicine.
And liquor has never touched these lips.
Never.
We took an oath.
Oh, what the hell?
Capone will die from a terrible disease.
Who said that?
I know all your secrets, Capone. I'm on your Wikipedia page.
I think I had a bad batch of hearing things.
You will be the first prisoner at Alcatraz.
When?
You will start your own prison band.
Well, Ma always said I got talent.
St. Valentine's Day will become a special anniversary of your cruelty.
I was framed for that.
Prohibition will end in the nick of time.
Oh, just my luck.
And all charges will be dropped against Scott Durant.
Oh,
All right, folks, the party is over.
why, it's Elliot Ness, the untouchable.
Capone, you and your boys are under arrest.
See you later, Alphonse.
Someone call my lawyer.
He can't help you this time, Capone. We got you on tax evasion, and everyone goes to jail for that.
Where we go?
You'll see. Mr. Durant, you're an important member of society, and you have a great deal of money.
I do.
So you can stay here until the trial.
That's great.
Don't mention it.
Yes,
So
wonderful.
let's celebrate with more medicine.
But wait, what about her?
Oh, let her get her own medicine.
I can see that medicine must have been electric for you.
Okay, so a few years ago, Abbott and the Navy and the village heard that there was a portal right underneath here. So they just tore up what was here and poured a whole lot of concrete. So we're gonna go on to the village hall. It'll be our next to the last stop. So far, our mission is doing pretty well. Okay, the basement of the village hall here, it was a scene of the most frightening unsolved crime in Lake Bluff. On the morning of Halloween, 1928, the village janitor entered the furnace room to stoke the fire down in the basement. He discovered the charred body of Elfrida Knack, who we all just saw there a little bit. She would die after suffering for 3 days. Does she still haunt this building? What evil lurked here? Was the murderer Charles Hitchcock the night policeman? Maybe someday you will be able to find the one answer, but tonight we'll hear the story. And we'll go on upstairs, and there's seats for everybody up there where everybody gets a break and gets to sit a little bit.
Welcome, everyone. Don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen, goblins and ghouls. But beware, as you are about to hear a story you soon will not forget. The ghost of a young woman that lost her life in this very building, and her ghost that still haunts this ghoulish building.
Happy Halloween, everybody! Are you sure we should tell them?
Of course we should. After all, it is Lake Bluff's most scariest story.
Did you say scariest? Oh.
Absolutely. And if they don't learn about this...
Yes, the story of the Furnace Girl.
The story of the Furnace Girl? Why, that always gives me nightmares.
Very well. But let's set the mood, shall we? If we dare. In the still of night, October 1928, an event would seal a young woman's fate. The night was damp with freezing rain when Miss Elfrida Knack arrived by train. She sold encyclopedias door to door and was of great religious devotion. But the events of that night would set a media frenzy in motion. She entered the village hall after the clock chimed 8. Was she given a key? Was she late for her date? The next morning the custodian discovered her in the basement below, naked against the furnace, with burned hands, feet, and toes. But what? Unbelievably, she was still alive, muttering a slew of words. But would she survive? Rushed to the hospital by ambulance, her body charred black.
I did it to myself. It was a spiritual pact.
But after 4 days of conflicting stories, Elfrida slipped away. Her brothers asked, "Who was your killer?"
I'll never say.
Detectives pored over evidence with little neglect. Charles Hitchcock of Lake Bluff soon became the lead suspect. But Hitchcock testified he had nothing to do with Elfrida's demise. He was acquitted of the crime, though many say he lied. Could one withstand the pain of burning their limbs in embers with little sorrow? What really happened to Elfrida? Why, we'll never know. It's been said her screams will terrorize to all that hear, so best cover your eyes and ears if you so fear. If you are in the village hall at night, you just might catch her disembodied corpse carried by 2 men on a stretcher. Don't try to run, jog, or walk, or turn away, because it's sure to be your very last day. Bum 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 bum.
Don't go into the village hall, it's the greatest mistake of all. If you do best watch your back, you'll feel the ghost of Elfrida Knack. Don't go into the village hall, especially when it is nightfall. It looks really beautiful from outside, but in the basement you just might fry. Her hands were burnt and then her feet. That's what happens when you play with heat. No screams were heard of great despair. The strange tale to this day still scares. Yeah, village hall is the place you go for town meetings or to pay some bills. If you descend to the space below, Elfrida's ghost will give you chills. Shadows on the wall, be leery of them all. Is that Elfrida's spirit in the hall? Elfrida's body was most scary after it was brought to the cemetery. Some say her ghost still haunts these parts. A frightening sight will stop your heart. She's an eerie sight. Her screams do fright. in getting to what scares you. You'll be sobbing, heart a-throbbing. Lock the door if she starts knocking. Just stay home and don't come in. She'll give you goosebumps on your skin. You beware, best take care. Elfrida loves to scare, beware.
All right. Like the pumpkins. We'll go out the back door.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've entered a restricted area. Please stay close together.
This creature could be anywhere. Please be careful.
Everything is completely under control. The police have done an excellent job containing the creature within this building. But how do I say this? The public safety building is no longer safe. It soon may be remembered as the public danger building. Don't move! Stay still. When a bee lands on, don't try to swat it, but revolt it in way.
We know this creature is only scared. We know the one thing these creatures are scared of is fire.
That's why it's right. It would make sense why he came here. These creatures are much more intelligent than we thought. Everybody knows the last place a fire would ever break out is at the fire department. This creature knows Lake Bluff Volunteer Fire Department is second to none in fire protection. Then, what is on the right and we'll back him up. You got it, Doc. Try to drive him back to the gate and we'll hit him with all the firepower that you got. You got it. This year, we're going to be serving roast and demi organ instead of hot dogs at Halloween. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Wait. There's something on its foot. It's an N95 mask.
This creature is here to hurt us. I don't think this creature is here to hurt us.
Wait a second.
It needs our help, Doc.
Wait a second. Who's got on Google and driver app on their phone?
There's an icon something right there. Oh, yeah, the iPhone. That's all that color.
Why are the icons so small on this phone? Well, Doc.
Can you give us a moment, please?
Oh, it's because I've got the other app going in the background.
Wait, Doc, is that your daughter's your little vehicle? There's TikTok there as well.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
It is.
Should we try to do that one? Should we try to do
Please, tell us, are you peaceful? And what is it that we need to know?
Okay.
What is it that we need to know?
What did it say?
It says that I am peaceful. But please know that calling someone a creature is borderline bullying. I'm not the silly one with the secret. What did the creature say? It also says that I am peaceful. It prefers calling someone referring to it in proper pronouns.
Nice. So, upside down world's white. Got it.
I that, but wait a second. Why are you here in our village?
Very local. Listen, why are you here in the village?
Virus has impacted his world, and upside down as well, upside shut down.
Well, we know about viruses, Josh.
And he's been coming here to gather items to help him contain the virus. Quickly, everyone, we need to help this creature. We need to get him the items that he needs.
Doc, we're out of N95 masks, but can this work as a face covering?
No, we're out of N95s, but wait a minute.
Who can help us do the mask?
Work for the
Sanitizer?
No? Wait, Tom, what do you have there, Tom?
I do have some toilet paper.
Tom?
I knew it, Tom. You were a horror.
Do you think you can spare a roll? Maybe two. Okay, Tom, do you have any bleach? You're one of those people, I see.
All right. Well, he's going to need baby formula and what else?
Are there any parents that can help with homeschooling?
He's going to need baby. That's it.
All right. And I think I should say.
Emma Morgan, that is two-ply, make it last.
Yeah. All right. Tom.
Help us. Raise your hand. Let's close the portal together. Ladies and gentlemen, Lake Club is safe again. Please feel free to walk in the streets and walk your dog and go to Lavinia and eat in the eateries and drink in the drinkeries and go, ladies and gentlemen, because we are safe once more. And please follow your club.
Everybody.
And ours continue.
It's now safe to go anywhere. Hope you had a good time. You're safe. You're safe.